Plus, you earn marks, and you before you delete the tune, you rape them. Use as marks to buy your whatever you need to. Yeah.
Did they move the vanity shields to being account bound and not
Yes.
character bound?
Yes. The ones you buy in the dilithium store. Yes.
I thought that's what they said, but I figured it was a typo. That they wouldn't make something like that.
It's been in dill. So yeah, the you get a pack of 30 Casnian crowns, 5 spiritual imprints, um, your aura, and a pack of 30 source marks. Everything else is free. So yeah, easy peasy.
Welcome to Josiah.
Get your common cocktails. 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes.
Okay.
Welcome to Josiah. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for sorting, and a few things that you didn't even know. Entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it.
Amy, you're not by chance in Star Trek, are you?
No, what do you need?
No, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this forward setup on this Defiant. Between the cannons and the dual beams, they're all phasers now. There's just so many different blends. I mean, obviously the quads.
Only if you're gonna cloak it.
What you talk about, Willis?
Quad phaser cannons, the only reason you'd put those on if you're gonna cloak the damn thing. And then it's got to be combat cloak. Because it's, you know, yeah. The dual beam banks, oblivitating or whatever, they tend to be better phasers unless you're worried about survivability. Then pulse phasers would be better. They shoot really cool now. They did that change.
Or unless you find sensor linked. I like those ones too.
Yes. I have the 4 sensor linked right here, Epic out. That's what I have been using. And then I do have the pulse cannons too. So got another set of sensor linked cannons. 4 Andorian cannons that are epic. The
Only if you go for
prolonged
color.
and the Terran Task Force. So you say no quads though? That's interesting.
Unless you're gonna cloak it. If you're worried about hitting fade attacks with a battle cloak, yeah, phaser quads, not a problem. If you're more worried about more shipping it and heavy DPS, I think that the Terran dual heavies will work better in place of those. If you're gonna cannon and beam it, which is more conical to the ship itself, because it actually did have phaser beams on it, you know, cannons forward. If you throw any beams, it should be probably oblivitating, because that way they more match the damage output of the cannons. You know, sensor linked also works if you've got those instead of the oblivitating, but
Yeah, I have the sensor linked already.
I prefer the oblivitating over the sensor link. That's just my personal preference.
I just don't have the resource to upgrade stuff right now. Blew it all on, Oh wait, I probably do actually. Yeah, I'll mess with that later though.
You blew
Save
it all
for
on
another
death
big
sticks?
As long as you're not sod at maximum ship 1 it's done. You couldn't get the new one.
Oh man.
Well, he's got shield. live now, are you, Tamara?
Yeah.
Okay, so the advertising section is live now.
Well, I was live now when that was made, but now I'm streaming Star Trek, so no, technically I'm not live now in that video, for that video.
Albie's new job is a burger for the truck and a shit teardown.
I'm kind of done with the graveyard.
Not done with the burgers, huh? You're done with those made just a little meat, right?
There's 5 options for Defiant Nose Art. They all seem to be the same thing. What's it supposed to be?
Like a shark, other things.
Oh, I see. I didn't turn it around far enough.
Sensor link is active. Let's start with the ship debris up ahead. Let's see. Sensors are picking up microscopic fragments of advanced regenerative circuitry, nanites, and decentralized control system debris. This is most certainly a full and cooperative probe. Something must have happened to their fleet. Let's hurry. There's more debris over there. Scans indicate high-density alloy and further bulk circuitry fragments. Disruptive, not regenerative. In any case, this is not cooperative debris. The quantum signature doesn't even match our universe. Look out! Control bulk sphere incoming! Well
Hey.
done. That certainly explains the debris quantum. I see a final cluster of debris up ahead.
Bubbly.
This fractal alloy is unlike any debris I've ever seen.
Hello.
It's protected by a quantum dispersal
Hello.
field. Someone must have come back to scatter the ship's debris signature. Its origin is untraceable. Heads up! Subspace sensors are picking up residual distortion nearby. A warp trail. Recalibrating sensor array frequencies. Tachyon decay and subspace phase variances suggest this warp trail is 2 hours old. We should get closer. There might be survivors. Oh dear. Sensor readings are fluctuating erratically due to the magnetic properties of dense asteroids nearby. It's the Harmony. What's Tassine Faye's ship doing here? Perhaps Tassine... Oh, no response. We all... It's no use. And... Right. Huh. Who would have thought that you'd be towing the Harmony today? The ship is still too close to the asteroids. Just a little further. It's working. The interference is subsiding. I suggest we try a final hail before we scan again. Starship and the harm. Well,
How's everyone doing?
this doesn't look good.
Setting up my gold mine.
Oh,
Shields are I agree. Quite sure.
sounds
But I do
profitable.
appreciate you read.
With a tier 6 mining setup.
Say what?
This interior. It's beautiful. It looks like the hallway behind us is locked. Maybe this. No, the security clearance required to bypass this console is too high. We won't be able to go this way. Let's look around. Optimizing tricorders for environmental scanning. What a unique structure. Optimizing for material analysis. Incredible! These polygonal wall structures act as data nodes. It appears they store recordings of events that have happened aboard the ship. They contain both visual and auditory data. You don't suppose we're being watched, do you? In any case, it looks like this room's lockdown has been bypassed. Let's try the console by the other door. Well done. All right, we better stay alert. We don't know what the consequences of bypassing the security measures aboard this ship are. For all we know, it could mean a variety of automated countermeasures, or perhaps none at all, given the situation. Let's keep scanning for abnormalities along the way until we get to the bottom of this. Lead the way. It's very empty in here. I wonder where all the crew members are. But could I have a word? I'm feeling interested. I have to say, even though I'm not pleased about reverse engineering a theory in technology without authorization, if you scan the room for... Reconfiguring memory array to optimize for hollow emission output. Remodulating tricorders. Integrating environmental data to bypass encryptions. Done! The system is active. Shall we give it a try?
In that case, please follow me.
This technology looks like a fragment of a larger piece.
Director Hugh, it is good to finally meet you face to face.
So, you said you needed help.
It worked! So, it's a start. How place these fragments in the correct order. What happened first? Right. Tassin Fei welcomed Director Hugh and his... After Tassin Fei, the fragments have been placed... We did it!
Director Hugh, it is good to finally meet you face to face. I have heard a lot about you and your skill set.
Leader Tassin Fei, please call me Hugh. Likewise, I've heard a lot about the Etherians. So, you said you needed help?
Yes, a piece of our technology has been found aboard the Harmony. We may be compromised.
Let's see. You're right. This is control board technology, all right. And yet, the energy signature isn't an exact match. This technology looks like a fragment of a larger piece. We'll need to locate the rest of it before I can make an assessment.
Of course. Our diplomatic quarters are available.
Weather can't make up its mind. It's hot, it's cold, it's really cold.
Please excuse the furnishing. Under normal circumstances, we redress our
It's been
rooms for
drinking
all our
again.
guests.
Well, these circumstances are far from normal. But that won't be necessary. We won't be staying long.
Now as the dwarven faction, I have recruited Galadriel, and now I
see.
will crush the elves.
How unfortunate. Perhaps another time.
Is that Moria?
In that case, please follow me.
Great teamwork. We've pieced exactly. So it seems like the starship debris we found earlier might have been control Borg then. If we proceed, the door behind us will likely lock. We'll need to choose a path. Right behind you. Look! It
Is it
seems
true
like a
that they're
struggle
gonna
may have
redo
taken
the
place
first set
here.
of Harry Potter movies?
They're gonna do a series on HBO. Not a... Well, basically.
It's one of
But it'd
Director
be a
Hughes'
series.
officers.
Okay, so they're just not gonna just make the movies.
No, it's gonna be a series on HBO.
We better help them.
At least
That's
that's
to
the last
say,
I
it
heard.
hasn't been. Well, I think I was in high school.
Yeah, it's
It's
been a
been the
while.
better part of 20 years, I guess.
Yeah.
This isn't good. We need to figure out what happened.
Why? It's like if they remade the movies, the craze is not as strong as it was back then.
I'm feeling less
Story's
guilty
been
about
told.
tampering with Etherian technology. Our allies
Hell
could be
is
in
old
danger.
as time.
Recalibrating parameters.
Not really.
Almost there. Got it. The fragments should be ready to play.
I will lead you to our lower decks.
But yeah, Chimera, that's what, like, the premise is. Like, basically, Adam was raised on Earth. He found out he's, like, an Eternian person, and he goes back. And it's him going back.
But that's not the story.
Oh, I know. It's going to be different. They said. Unless they're just, like, what do you call it? Games do it all the time. Like, misleading us
Retconning?
about-
What are you
Well, not
doing?
retconning, but like just like saying it's gonna do this, but they're not. They're just like making us think it is. They're gonna
worked,
surprise us
however.
when we go see the
My
movie or
scans
whatever.
indicate the presence of corrupted data located inside the memory buffers.
Also, it's something.
One of the following fragments does not align with the expected data intervals of the recording. That is to say, one of the recordings of Director Hugh was added later on. It was artificially injected into the data sequence. Perhaps. We can't rule it out. But that doesn't seem like something the Control Borg would do. Which fragment was artificially added to the data node?
Oh. Yeah, it's not as fun.
Right.
Well,
An
Well, that'll be
unknown
just that.
construct appeared. The falsified fragment has been Well done.
at least that's what we know so far. I'm sorry. I was just letting you
Shame we're
know.
not staying longer. We have much to
Weaponized time
discuss.
crystal, one of
I'm
the traits we
curious
use.
about the liberated Borg.
Well,
It's something.
the path of a liberated Borg
It's something.
is not
I just
easy.
can't remember.
Ultimately, it's about
It's
giving
awful
others a
legendary
second
stuff.
chance.
Well, I know, I have it on here. I'm just saying, is that one of the ones where.
Fascinating. Ethereans
I
believe
mean,
in
it'll
giving
give you
others a
additional
second
damage
life,
anytime you have a
like in
special firing mode
affection.
going.
I suppose you
It just
could
adds this
compare it to that.
anti-proton damage?
helping others overcome their
resonant
past so
proton
they can
dot.
grow.
Indeed. If you'd follow me, I will lead you to our lower decks.
You said this is where you found the control board boarding party?
Indeed.
Energy overdrive?
Do you know how they were able to
Oh,
bypass
good
your
bad.
shields?
We are uncertain. Several malfunctions have been reported. No conclusions have been drawn yet.
What are you doing?
This was not supposed to happen.
Get behind me!
My word, so that's
Field
what actually
modified
happened.
overload. I can't
It
read the
seems
rest
like an
'cause it's cut
Etherean
off.
security system of some sort attacked Director Hugh and his officers. But by Luca, I cannot
Starship
imagine
train
why
activating
someone
whole
would
heals,
come back
recharges beam
afterwards
overload,
to
and
plant a
emergency
in
power
any
to weapons
case,
up to their
Tassine
minimum
Faye's
cooldown.
remark is
No.
important. If the Etherean security system has gone rogue, there might be
I
more
like
for us
using
to
that,
worry about
but I
than
do a full
control
beam
board.
overload build.
Fortunately, this recording also shows the console code
Yeah, this
used
one's
to
going to be
activate
mostly
this
beam
portal.
overload with,
I suppose it will lead to the lower...
Sorry, my brain is toasted.
Toast.
I believe this calls for the Earth saying, "Here goes nothing."
Overpowered, overgun.
These lower decks sure are
You have preferential
darker.
targeting on there already.
A word. Yes. I mean, I think so. I feel confident that we are on the right
Programmable
track, especially
matter
after seeing
enhancements?
both Director Hugh and Tassine Faye pass through here. Before we move on,
No idea
I
what
want
that
to
is.
make sure you know that you can count on me. Entirely. Last time we underwent a mission together, I told you I wasn't certain I'd be a reliable ally against Borg forces. That's not the case
It's
anymore.
only 50% chance. So
I
no,
feel
we're not gonna
stronger
use
than
that.
ever. Although I still have some reservations, I won't be showing up late to the party this time. Well, I'm glad that's settled. Let's get... Exactly. You know the drill. I admit, I'm feeling apprehensive. What we're about to see next could be very telling. Integrating the environmental information.
Oh, best
Bypassing
diplomat. There it
encryptions.
is.
All done. The fragments are ready to play.
Hugh to bridge, requesting immediate backup.
There has been a grave misunderstanding.
One more.
Fret not, Director. We will not let you
Got
perish.
overpowered, overgunned. Built the last. Invincible. Energy overdrive. Preferential targeting. The best diplomat.
Perish?
Worst case
Did they
worst, I
really
could
get... Unfortunately, my
move
scans
stuff around,
suggest
throw in
that the
Delta
node's
Prime
memory
again.
buffer may be overloaded. Over time, this could lead to slight alteration. Which data node fragment was altered? The node is not receptive. Which data node fragment was altered? The altered fragment has been identified. By Lucar, we did it.
Unit 3, requesting immediate backup.
There has been a grave misunderstanding.
I can see that. What the hell is going on here?
Our security system is registering you and your officers as Prime Borg.
Tassine Fei, I really don't want to take down your construct. Get them to stand down.
I understand. This won't be necessary. You will be neutralized until we can repair our systems.
Neutralized? Okay, we might be getting lost in translation, but that's not happening.
Fret not, Director. We will not let you perish. You shall be conserved and uplifted anew.
Miss Galadriel must play soccer in her free time as she's just punting orcs across the battlefield.
That's it. Director Hugh was neutralized by Tassine Fei in an effort to protect him, I suppose? And it looks like his wounded bridge officer made it out of the room. Well, if the director and his officers are registering as enemy Borg to the Ethereum security system, then there's no telling how it will register us. Thankfully, the recording once again shows the console code Tassine Fei used to get out of this room. However, perhaps we should stop tampering with the data nodes from now on. Tassine Fei's choice seems somewhat abrupt. It certainly wouldn't be acceptable by Lucari diplomatic standards. But if she intends to uplift him anew, as she said, perhaps she only meant to conceal Director Hugh's biosigns from her security system. Ethereum customs could be wildly different from mine or yours. Perhaps this is not as transgressive as it seems. I agree. Let's input the console code so we can move on and beam in some backup. The coordinates might be a little off as we are unfamiliar with the Harmony's exotic interdimensional topography. Admiral Kumarke to the Rescava. We are requesting backup aboard the Harmony. Director Hugh is down. I repeat, Director Hugh is down.
Admiral Kumarke, this is Ensign Varunte reporting in. We have notified both of your crews. We're struggling to get a lock on your position. We'll beam someone down as soon as we can.
Copy that, Varunte. Right. Let's not waste a moment. That's Director. Let's stabilize.
I had everything set up, but when I beamed into space, I can reset everything.
Watch out! Control Borg ahead! No match for us. Unsurprisingly, this room is also... Unsurprisingly, this room is also on... What an incredible astrometrics laboratory. I never imagined Etherians to be galactic strategists, though. Perhaps they are less quick to trust others than I had originally thought. This star chart shows an array of interlinked gateways placed across a vast number of alternate dimensions. Fascinating. I haven't seen many other species use gateways as a means of transportation. Cybernetic onslaught. It seems these military texts describe the battle the Etherians fought against. Perhaps the military texts hold the key to our exit. That's it. Lead the way. Rogue security system constructs up ahead! Let's keep moving. Look out! Control Borg heading our way. They must be beaming in from other sections of the ship. Are these Etherian living quarters? Oddly enough, it sort of looks familiar. Look out! Control Borg heading our way! Oh my! It's a whole wall of Grandad Bexes. But why? Perhaps this is how Etherians honor their fallen. I'm picking up life signs near
Admiral Kumarke, this is Ensign Varunte reporting in. We've got a lock on your position. Who should we send in? Understood. I'll send the coordinates over to your team. They should...
And Ensign? Tell them to be careful, please. It seems the Etherians use these energy portals to get from one level of their ship to the next. In any case, this...
Admiral Kumarke, this is Ensign Varunte. Did the crew make it?
They did, and not... I'll be right behind you. It seems there are no data nodes in the... Let's try the console at the end of the room. Neuro drills? Hydroponics pods? Is this a sick bay or a science lab? Nothing here. We'll have to keep looking. Rogue security system incoming! Our console interaction must have activated. Stronger than the last ones! Well done. Quite the interruption. Now, where were we?
It does seem like a lie. Me neither.
I see YouTube is back to its anti-Trump propaganda.
Oh yeah.
I mean, anybody can load anything. Well, for the most
This is a
part.
partial biomedical display of Etherean
Google.
energy readings. These readings indicate... Perhaps there's another console in this room that contains the access code to the door. Heads up! Rogue security system incoming again! Predictable, I suppose.
You're trying to say somebody is the enemy of the state. Try to watch 30 seconds of it and it's just, oh my god, oh! You're just trying
They've
to
upped their
elicit emotion.
offenses,
You're not talking
likely
about
due
it.
to a perceived increase in threat level aboard the
Moving
ship.
on.
Oh, I'm glad that's
It
over.
doesn't fall down that
Let's
hole.
try another
Anything that
console.
looks political, I just avoid it, unless it's fact-based.
That's it! The door is open! I'm detecting a lifetime. Cognitive functions are compatible with the cooperative Borg.
Well, this is going to be based on math. The only thing you really can't refute.
You'd be surprised.
I saw, it was a good quote.
You can skip that cutscene.
What is this place?
Yeah, this is my first time through.
Okay.
Look! It's Director Hugh!
From the book Prey, Michael Crichton said, "Opinion without fact
We better
is
check his
prejudice."
vitals.
Like, okay. I hear you. I thought the legendary Defiant had a cloaking device.
The director's life... That
I would also argue
it's the Ethereum
opinion
security
in
system.
opposition of the facts is also prejudice. Which is what they're doing.
Flat ignorant.
How
Scanning
could...
the director's pod must have alerted them.
Right. They
Only
don't...
The Terran one has the cloaking device, right? Built in. The other ones have to have the actual console.
It's not that great.
There's a ship named I Used to Be a Kid.
We can hardly catch a break, can we?
That console is a
Let's
complete
activate
waste
the
though,
pod's
because it
dispenser.
doesn't do anything. And there's no passives.
There's some people that want to be frogs and have a croaking device.
Excellent. It looks excellent. The choice is yours. Let's give it a try.
You should have to go stand outside with no socks on for like 5 minutes for that.
No, with socks on. Just socks.
That's it. We can
I
open
don't
the
know.
pod.
I have a coworker who pulls like the best aneurysm face I've ever seen, so it's just I tell him just the lamest jokes I can come up with. Like just the other day, I was like, "Hey, you know what concert only costs 45 cents? 50 cent featuring Nickelback."
Director
That's at least
Hugh,
creative.
are you okay?
Where are my officers?
They're safe. They're on the Riscava. We beamed them out, but we've yet to find Tassin
Forget Faye. We need to get off this ship. I'm worried about Tassin Faye too, but not the way you are. The Ethereans? They've been lying to us.
Kipple Brown or British accent.
Here, look.
Coming back.
Or maybe she's just cheap.
It's the missing data from the Etherean lab.
He was only ever on Star Trek for less than 5 minutes.
Through harmony, we are secure.
These
McFarlane. There's
these
no way they're getting him.
Through unity, we are strong.
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
they could go, you know,
They're
what was it, the
consistent
Crown
with-
Prince of Jordan was in an episode of Star Trek Voyager.
Borg. Yes.
Yeah,
Now,
Kennedy. He's just a big fan of Star Trek. I asked him, yeah, they put him in.
Did they put who in? I'm sorry.
He's the crown prince of, well, now king of Jordan.
Oh.
I don't know his name off the top of my head.
What series episode did he?
It's an early episode of Star Trek Voyager.
Look out!
It comes to mind because Harry Kim is talking to this crewman briefly, and then the crewman turns away and walks off screen,
What was
and that was him.
A problem for later. Its escape has triggered some kind of red alert. Shields are up.
Well, I guess so.
There
Someone with
goes
that
our
much
plan of
influence
beaming
just
out.
gets a non-speaking role. I guess my
There
chances are
might be
shot. Huh?
another way.
Yeah. I was watching
Not the way
something
I'd usually greet an
a
ally.
couple years ago about surprise
You're
celebrity
correct.
cameos in
It
Star
could.
Trek.
Well, let's get out of here
Granted,
before
Fleetwood
more
Mac
pots
was
explode.
early on in TNG as like some fish aliens.
That was Fleetwood Mac? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I believe it.
The Harmonies call me Hugh. I've spent far too many Stargates as a nameless.
Loxana Troy basically
Hugh
reads
it
your
is.
minds like, nope, they're here to sabotage
What are
whatever.
those?
And they get
Those were
arrested.
so gross looking,
Assimilation
too.
pods. Heads up. We've got company.
I know much later in TNG they had this basketball player who's like insanely tall playing like this band.
We were allies.
He doesn't even speak either. It's like they basically make up some
Typically, I
excuse
recommend
to
sending
pull his
phasers to
tractor
stun, but
ship
that's
in and do
advanced
some
with
sort of
simulation I'd rather avoid, Admiral.
BS investigation. You know, just trying
Another
to talk to
hostile
him, he's
wave of
just glaring.
Ethereans incoming.
I remember that.
Yeah, no, it's just, hey, yeah, check out these fish. That's Fleetwood Mac.
Your reputation precedes you. Well done.
You can't even say it's like a cameo celebrity because you never even know it's them.
I noticed like special guest stars like Nick Fleetwood. That's Fleetwood Mac. Like,
All right, let's go.
they're really big in the 80s.
The girl that played, what's her name? Sorry.
My nanoprobe is detecting elevated levels of gamma radiation
Sela,
nearby.
Denise Crosby.
That played that character's sister in that one episode. Is that the same girl that was in Night Court?
The Harmonies Core.
Marky Post?
I've never seen Night Court. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Never seen. Ah! That's like where Brett Spider got his start.
My comprehension of humor is limited.
He was like the epitome, like a
The Ethereans
hillbilly
have lowered some sort of
comedy.
fractal containment field
Byron,
blocking
he's
our
great.
path.
Imagine
Leave it to
anybody
me.
else but
I've
Data.
become quite the expert
besides
on
him,
Etherean
would
security
have been like,
systems.
well, this happened.
Well, he does
Understood.
that in
We'll keep the
TNG
Ethereans
too,
at bay in the
like some
meantime.
of the Western episodes.
Resist and you shall crumble.
I mean, I'm biased by
Accept
being a
and you
Star
shall
Trek fan, but I
ascend.
think he was super underrated
Another
as
one?
an actor.
This influx seems endless.
Like, even in Independence Day, it's Dr. Oakley. He can be serious, he can be
How's it
dramatic.
looking, Admiral?
He can be a total comedy, just buffoon.
Almost there.
I saw some TNG outtake that I guess Michael Dorn and Patrick Stewart would feed off each other. And they would just start cracking up, and they would get mad because, like, hey, we're on a timeline.
Containment field
They
has
can't
been
stop
lowered.
laughing.
Incredible.
Collaboration is fruitful. Why such discord in the face of harmony?
He is teleporting away.
There's one where they're sitting in the conference
That's our
room.
chance. Let's get out of
And
here.
Dorn is just looking at the camera, and Patrick Stewart goes, "Mr. Worf, that is your line."
I hope you're
Lieutenant."
right about that gateway technology. A magnetic containment field protecting a cube-shaped Reactor core.
Looks familiar, right? If only my tour had started in this room.
It's quite the display for a reactor core. It must be important to them.
Trapped again. It did seem too easy.
You're right, Hugh. These Grandat Vexes are beaming in with no end in sight.
There must be another way to defeat them.
I have a plan, but it's risky.
I'm all ears.
If we lower its containment field, we could fire at the reactor core to initiate a breach.
What about the gamma radiation leaking into the room and the potential loss of life aboard the ship?
I'm willing to bet that putting the core at risk will initiate an emergency power transfer protocol. This would divert all main energy back to the core's containment field, interrupting Etherian transporters.
And likely divert power from the fractal containment fields too. A hell of a plan, Admiral.
And we'd have to backtrack into the room to carry it out.
A risk worth taking. Let's do it.
I'll get to work on this fractal containment field.
Spaced out a lot of the combat in this mission to conveniently take all of the time of
the field has been lowered.
Dialogue.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Is there a reason that Kate has tried
Let's
like
act quickly.
twice now to rifle
Ethereans
you?
aren't messing around.
I'm on it.
I don't know. I didn't notice that.
Reconfiguring security parameters.
I mean, it'd be different if she was like doing that to an enemy, but no, twice, like immediately after combat comes up, rifle button. Why? Mike, I think I may have a solution to our X-Changing Spy problem. You were here for the giveaway for Neo Falconer.
How much longer, Admiral?
That's right.
10 seconds.
Okay, you can execute him as Changing Spy and
You've
then
got
reclaim
5.
him from promotion status.
Done. The magnetic containment field has been lowered.
It's basically a perfect off, at least one crit trait for that assignment, so it should definitely boost our odds of getting a success out of that.
I recognize the name, so I know I
Radiation
must
levels
have
are rising. We need to leave.
Let's go.
Came out way back when they first introduced
The control panel is
warfare specialist.
malfunctioning.
You know, he's really good for
Cover
his,
me. I just need a
damage
couple of
against
seconds.
support.
Your second life awaits you, Hugh.
There. It's open. Where's Hugh?
Why do Ethereans
There's
have
something I need to do.
Radiation levels are too high. We need to leave.
Let's not rule
Emergency
anything out.
systems might seal this section off. This could be our last chance.
I know. That's why you should go ahead without me.
You can't save him, Hugh.
They take the best asset from every
I know, but if I can
species,
get
so-
through, for even just a second, then it's worth a shot. I have to try.
Yeah, see, it's your fault. You started it. Let's just see how
We
much
can't
worse we
leave him
can
behind.
make it.
Grendat Bex. That's your name, right?
Maybe Ethereans
Where's
had a
Tassine
successful
Faye?
career as pirates. Maybe
We are Grandat Bex. We are Tassine Faye. We are all at once, and soon you shall be too.
I'd rather die than be reassimilated.
It is the only way. Uprisers shall be quelled. Deniers shall be fused. You must join us. You must ascend.
Listen, it doesn't have to be like this. My people have the means to restore your freedom.
My ship is probably going
You
to explode.
misunderstand. We are free. We have long been freed from the shackles of Iconian rigor, and we have taken what serves us best from the Borg. We are evolved.
See, the trouble is,
not our
I
voice
think you think
over,
you're
right? Not
free,
Discord.
but you're not.
Like Amy does.
Everything you're saying right now,
No, I'm
it sounds an
streaming on my
awful
YouTube
lot
channel.
like a collective I used to be a part of. You think you don't have a choice.
I've said things I probably
You
shouldn't
ask
have.
me,
That's now on YouTube because
You've just forgotten how to choose.
You are mistaken. We do not choose the ether. It chooses us. We follow its path.
Well, a wise man once told me, even when you think you don't have a choice,
Very next video.
there always is one. I might not be able to help you now, but maybe I'll be able to help you one day. No one is beyond redemption.
We need to leave now.
I'm sorry. Follow me.
Come on, Hugh, you're wearing plot armor. Shoot through the ship's plot armor.
Incredible.
Admiral Kumarke.
You are in luck.
Perfect.
The Rescava? Right. I'll get started on the gateway.
Yeah, boss
Heads
had
up.
issues with those.
More hostile Ethereans incoming.
Through harmony, we are secure.
Yeah, I'm sure. You have got the one.
Through unity, we are strong.
Great Scott.
Through fusion, we are victorious.
Something you should do in the bathroom and then some galactic. If you left to
I discovered flux capacitor like Doc Brown did falling off the toilet.
Yep, he slipped hanging a clock, hit his head on the porcelain, and there it was.
The gateway is active.
It is not.
Nicely done, Admiral.
Oh, dialogue.
Glad to see you made it in one piece.
I have a ship
Loud and
for some
clear,
reason that names George Zip
To protect you from your own
from airplane.
assumptions, of course. For your own benefit.
But don't call
On
me
your
Sean.
path to a greater truth.
Let's see, I have a fuck your couch from Charlie Murphy.
We seek not to harm you, but to welcome you. As we eventually
Doodle
did with
Doo,
the
that would have
Borg,
been my niece.
we
That was
stand
one of her
on
old
the press-
nicknames.
It does not have to be. Today's events are a testament to our... Was it not? Our mistake.
There must be a diplomatic way forward. Even
Tossing the galaxy we learned from...
your ship is compromised, Sassine Faye. Stand down.
Using Mr. Scott's definition of diplomacy.
You are no friend. Friends do not form
A fully charged phaser bank.
couldn't change my ship registry to 69, which is the number is the same. I noticed that number always counts up. I wonder if it just reserved retired ones that's already been used.
Yeah, that used to be extremely restricted. You can only have like 9,000 slots. Number 9 based off however much you see elsewhere.
Reality vortices. I thought only the mirror Borg used those.
I have sort of random number generation.
This is just the beginning.
Control Borg incoming.
And I tried different variations of 69, it won't let me do it.
Tossing flame less than cruel reality vortex.
So she didn't really cooperate with Delta.
Control Borg spilling to our
Salvage?
universe as a complication and cover. Another wave of Control Borg incoming.
Our records suggest getting others to the journey. Local items tracked.
Good to know.
I'm impressed. The fight's not over yet.
These are closing. Need to use some more backup on our side.
I made the call. Any moment now. Your perseverance reminds me of a friend of mine. Backup arriving just in time never hurts. However, I've seen fate right. We may well and truly be on the... For now, let's return to safe... Oh.
Yes, the
At least your X sort of works. Mine doesn't work anymore.
Did your warp out also malfunction?
Okay, that was weird.
Alright, who detonated an Omega particle?
Why is everything like
Here's
12,
the intel we
14,
gathered from the
16, 18, and up to like $2,500 to rent a place? Like, why? Why?
One word, agreed.
Jesus needs to
Oh
come
my
back.
god, you need to clean that.
A lot of times rent is based on property value, but property value is always speculative. So basically it's an imaginary number.
It could also sometimes be based on their mortgage. If they haven't
That's why
paid
I
it off
said
yet.
usually. That's why I didn't say always.
I'm thinking about becoming a landlord to this place because Kate's parents have expressed that they want us to take over their house when they pass, and so that means I'll have 2 houses.
That'd be cool.
But then again, I'm like, do I really want the headache of being someone's landlord?
It just depends. If you get a good tenant, someone you know, then, it's great. But if you get someone that's
True,
shit,
but
then,
I'll
you
still
gotta
be
roll
on
that
the
coin.
I'll still be on the hook for in the middle of the night if something goes wrong. have to get out.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know.
You're up north too, aren't you?
Yeah.
So the heat.
Just find some businesses to cover certain things like plumbing and electrical.
And I do have from like Kate's mom is a retired real estate agent, so she has connections to like landlords and HVAC specialists and this and that. But
It's always great to say she has connections.
well, our first place we rented was a place that was the landlord was it is an HVAC specialist, and actually both the second place we rented was also that way too. People that she knew.
It's the RRW female gamers do exist.
Guys.
No. Mine's a $20 Logitech combo pack.
No. My hands are moving.
Okay, I think I need to go to bed.
Oh, Shamara, look at the cool keyboard. It's modular.
I see it. It's interesting.
It's so pretty. And it can be raised to 60 degrees too. Oh my god.
Get one that doesn't
Oh my
have
God.
letters on it and they're all blank.
You can if you want to.
I want an Elcar's keyboard.
Where it's all flat.
Mm.
Beep, 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 beep.
You wanna what? An Elder's keyboard?
Elcar's
What is that?
library
Sinner?
computer.
Huh?
Like,
Was that a joke?
no, Mike's saying sinner. Because you don't know what it is and you play the game.
LCARS is the operating system for Star Trek, for the
Yeah,
ship.
library
Library
computer
computer
access something.
Retrieval system.
Retrieval system, yeah.
Oh.
Well, so you could tell it's from Microsoft because it tends to explode for no reason.
I'm pretty sure that's just for dramatic effect.
Well, that technically, because they use an EPS power system, which is basically contained lightning, when the magnetic field that surrounds the conduit that keeps the lightning in the center and not touching it goes down, especially during attacks or when the power fluctuates, the lightning touches the containment or the containment vessel, grounds out, and then explodes.
I feel like they would have figured out it doesn't work so good. How many people they've lost from that?
True.
They've
But-
killed more Starfleet officers than Klingons.
I mean,
My starship would have Zora in it from Discovery, so would be fine.
I like this meme of Bobby from King of the Hill holding up a poster outside like a class of students or whatever, and it says circuit breakers will keep your bridge consoles from exploding. And the next frame they're pulling it down. It's like, if those kids could read, they'd be very upset.
Jamara, did you get a split keyboard for your? Because didn't you have RSI issues? RSI, SIR, whatever. What is it called?
RFID?
No. That's no. RSI. That RSI of the wrist. I was just asking. You.
I'm trying to read it. I think it's a G915 or 815. I can't read it. Logitech.
Oh, so it's not split?
No.
Oh, yeah, I've gotta have a split one. Gotta have it raised.
I just have this metal thing from Corsair in order to keep my cat from chewing on it.
Just wrap it in aluminum foil.
We go to Amy's house, he's got like a...
Not to be confused with tinfoil. Wink, wink.
It's activated by, his DNA. This cat doesn't input anything wrong. It was a joke.
She has posted messages to Discord before by walking on the keyboard.
See? Gotta get that DNA action in there.
Get home from work and I have a notification. Somebody's like, "What the hell were you trying to say?" And it's like, look at my cat. She's just like, meow. It's like, yeah, it's just my cat. Don't worry about it.
It's a G815. Sorry.
I have a G15.
I have an A1.
You have an A1C? What? What?
It was the very first keyboard ever made. It's 15 miles long, weighs 73 tons.
Redonculi. Redonculi.
Redonculi. Is that the plural?
I still have 2 keyboards for my Dreamcast, a mouse for my Dreamcast, and I have the GameCube keyboard control.
Wow.
I got the PlayStation 2 keyboard.
Does it like talk when you touch it? It's like.
The GameCube one is kind of interesting because just imagine a GameCube controller just stretched out longer, and there's basically a keyboard in between the joysticks. Those are some tiny keys, though.
Post a picture.
Okay, fine.
Don't do it.
I know there was a PlayStation one that was really tiny too.
Don't do it. My eyes will bleed. My eyes will bleed.
Oh, I also have the Xbox 360 keyboard.
I have never had anything Xbox. I used to be loyal PlayStation until the 5. And they're like, nope. Sorry, boys.
Wow.
All right,
I was
like
too.
topic.
I was loyal until they were like, I'm sorry, even though your name, address, phone number, and everything else matches.
I was working at GameStop. The store was Babbage's before it got renamed.
We can't have you.
Back when PlayStation 2 came out. I gave the puppy dog eyes to our Sony rep to get my own Sony mug.
It looks like something you would see in a high school, like just
like ancient of days. In the
Or
days
like-
of yore.
what do you call it, like a VTech, like those little those computer things for kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you wanted to play Phantasy Star Online for the Cube and you wanted to communicate, you would need something like that.
You just need a few letters for that. Most
No,
of them vowels.
The in-game chat system in that game, while good, is very cumbersome to use.
Alright, guys. I gotta get to bed. I will talk to you tomorrow.
Ever wondered how to bind keyboard keys to your gamepad buttons? The answer lies within a nifty tool called XPad One, available from the Microsoft Store. With this clever piece of software, you can not only bind your keyboard keys to gamepad buttons, but also control your mouse with the analog sticks. To kick things off, you'll need to create a game profile. This may sound technical, but it's as easy as pressing 2 buttons at the same time. Within any game, press the guide button and the start menu button simultaneously. Voila! You've just created a game profile. Now, the real magic begins. It's time to bind a keyboard key. The process is straightforward. Press and hold the guide button for 2.5 seconds. Don't worry about timing it perfectly because you'll hear a prompt. Next, press the desired keyboard key you want to bind to the selected gamepad button. And that's it. You've successfully bound a keyboard key to a gamepad button.
If during the key binding you change your mind, after you have selected a gamepad button, you can press a different gamepad button and bind to the newly chosen button instead. At any time during the key bind process, you can cancel the key binding by simply pressing the selected gamepad button a second time, or press it twice if you have only started the binding process and have not selected a button yet. But remember, practice makes perfect. The more you use XPad One, the more intuitive it becomes. This software is designed to be easy to use but also powerful, giving you the ability to customize your gaming experience to suit your playstyle. So, why not give XPad One a whirl? It's a game changer, quite literally. Whether you're a seasoned gamer looking to switch things up, or a newbie trying to find your footing, this tool can make a world of difference. Bind your keyboard keys to your gamepad buttons, control your mouse with the analog sticks, and take your gaming to the next level. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Dive in, experiment, and see what XPad One can do for you. After all, the only limit is your imagination. Happy gaming!